As a YouTuber, there are certain genres that can make you a lot of money. Finance, things like education, a whole lot of stuff. But if you're in the black sector of YouTube and you really want to get a lot of money, and especially if you're a woman, I got one idea that can make you a lot of money. Get a white man. Literally, get a white man, start an interracial couple channel, and you will clock cheese. Why? A lot of black women love to see a dark-skinned black woman with a white man. It's a dream. Include some mulatto kids, you're in the game. And that is exactly what Miriam Shumate did. Now, for those of you who don't know, Miriam Shumate is a Nigerian woman who moved to the United States on a basketball scholarship. Once she arrived to America, she ended up with this guy, Hunter Shumate. Now, Hunter Shumate at the time was living with his parents, and so she moved in with him. Some folks say that he might have lived in a trailer. I'm not sure. That could be a rumor, but nonetheless, she moved in with him, all right? They got married, started a YouTube channel, and they built a great fan base. And, you know, hey, vlogs like this was popping.
Babe, so it is Father's Day. Actually, it's the day before Father's Day, and you are at work right now. And I wanted to film this video because what I'm about to share is something that could possibly inspire somebody out there. You are amazing. I remember when we met a little over 5 years ago, the first time I ever set my eyes on you, I felt that you were unique and sexy and good looking. I did. Although at the time, I know I keep telling you that when I first saw you, just a thought crossed my mind. I was like, wow, he could be my husband. But I was like, I just let the thought go.
Now also, Miriam Shumate positioned herself as a devout Christian. She loved God. She loved God's people. She even started a charity, right? A charity to help, you know, people who were less fortunate. But then things started coming down. What do I mean? She started to beg for money, right? This is something that YouTubers do, but Miriam Shumate started doing it a lot. She would have her prayer services where she's like, you know, really going in. And then after she starts begging for money, then something happened, like her YouTube channel got hacked, and then she raised a GoFundMe, and then she said she needed a GoFundMe for a new house, and then she never moved out the house. It was just a whole lot of scammy behavior going on, and it got so bad that Hunter Shumate, the white guy, divorced her. Now, when I covered it 3 years ago, he actually went to Lipstick Alley and left this message. Saying this, right? Hunter Shumate. Hey everyone, I'm back. Just had a few things to say. Actually, give me some sad music. I'll make this pretty funny. Hey everyone, I'm back. Just had a few things to say. I needed somewhere to vent, so here goes. It's currently a secret, but I told Miriam that I plan to divorce her ass a few months ago. I've just simply had enough. Stop the show. See what the white man is doing? You see what he's doing? He telling everybody your business. I simply don't love her anymore. Wait a minute. That's not the white man saying it, is he? Is he saying that? I told her that my feelings are gone and I plan to move on due to being very unhappy. Several events have happened over the last 2 years that have caused this to occur. Of course, she did not take that well at all, and has really made my life miserable. Now, to this day, Miriam Shumate has the kids. Hunter Shumate has left. He went on about his life. And there are times that she still talks about this guy. But we won't get into that right now because Miriam Shumate got to eat today. So what has she done to get her bag back? Drum roll, please. She got herself a new white man. Now this is interesting because she already has 2 kids by the other guy, right? She has a new white guy and putting him on camera but he looks very uneasy being on camera. Let's check out the clip.
Together and you guys get to see him more.
I'm nervous. What do? No, I just want to let people know like a little bit who I am and stuff, because I was a little alarmed with all some of the comments that were a little rude.
Yeah.
So I'm not a crazy person or whatever you guys think. I'm a family man. I have 4 kids of my own, and yeah, I was just blessed to meet Miriam, you know. And we talked for a long time over the video phones before we ever met, so
yeah,
a lot. So it's not like I just showed up here, you know, in her house with all of her kids and
yeah,
I'm not living here and stuff like that. So
yeah, we've known each other. We dealt with the hard stuff first, right? The really hard stuff.
Yeah, we got to know each other pretty well before we even met. So
yeah,
it's nothing like that. Miriam's, like a lot of people say, you know, she's an amazing, smart, responsible woman. She would never do something crazy like that.
That's right.
So, yeah, so I figure we just go down and answer a couple, I don't know if there's much questions really, they're mostly statements.
Babe, hold on. Before we go into the comments, right?
What?
I might also, because, you know, everybody always thinks about from the perspective of the woman, especially someone they've known. In my case, they've been seeing me vlog and everything. So they're always like, some people feel like they have an opinion, and then when somebody comes into my life, they feel like, okay, I'm the one who should be protected. You know what I mean? The person coming in is the one to be careful of. So, babe, what made you come after me?
Well, I just, so the way we met was on a dating site. We started talking, you know. And first of all, it was this smile. That one right there.
Ah, yeah. You can tell like he wasn't really ready for this. But hey, it's more clips like this on the internet.
Hey yo, we're in Joyful Life. Mo D and LV on this one. True fact. We're in Joyful Life.
Good morning, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people. How are you all doing today? Hope you all having an amazing day today. Hope you don't about to steal your joy. Welcome to Miriam's Joyful Life. Today's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys are so amazing.
Now, she does all of this while still talking down on the ex-husband. He's not even on YouTube anymore. He's moved on with his life, doing something different. But let's just see some of these things she's talking about the ex-guy.
He has come to accept it. It actually does remind me of what happened to me when Hunter betrayed me. Who's now my ex-husband. He betrayed me and lied against me, went online and said all kinds of things against me. There were some demons, a lot of people who were supporting him and happy that that happened to me. And at that time, I didn't even have money. I didn't know where I was going to go. Life was bleak. Everything I tried to do, Hunter had seen everything failed in my face. So he thought that it was over for me. He was happy. And he said he was going to take the kids and blah, blah, blah. I was just going to look for a place to go on my own because it's over for me. And he's just living his life. He wants better things. His life is better without me in it. Anyways, he betrayed me big time. And I felt alone. I felt lonely. I felt like everything was over. And there were people who came at me and were happy. On social media, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I didn't believe that that was the end for me. Because I knew too much about God to believe that was the end. It seemed like it, y'all. Everything that was happening was like, this is death, it's over. There's nothing else I can do. I can't even get a job. I've tried to do this, nothing was happening. Even YouTube, that was a support for me. Hannah did not want me to do YouTube because on YouTube, you cannot hide your true personality. There are people who see behind the curtains and people who were warning me about him, posting comments at that time on my channel, calling him out. He was tired of people calling him out on his bullshit and the things that he used to do that was obvious to others but was not obvious to me because I was blinded by love. And there were things I knew too, but I was forgiven because that's what you're supposed to do, be forgiving and loving and kind. You know what I mean? Anyways, him and others, they thought it was over for me. Actually, he'd seen everything I tried to do that almost worked. Every time something almost worked, it scared him that it was going to work out for me. And he was like, of course, it was not going to be, in terms of economic power, he was nothing compared to me. So anyways, he didn't want that.
So every time something seemed like it was going to work out for me, he would start crying and feeling like, oh my gosh, depressed. But when it would fail, he would get happy again and have his strength and power back. All of those things were happening. I was watching all those things. And I was like, God, why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. I want this. And then when he said he wanted a divorce, I didn't want it at first. And I was like, God, do something. And the more I kept praying about it, God kept telling me, let go. But I didn't want to let go. And I was suffering and struggling. A lot of people were happy. Anyways, it felt like I had nothing, because even at that time, I didn't have anything. But God knew he was there for me. That God knew as soon as I let go and I opened up about what was going on, my breakthrough was going to come through.
If the current white guy would look at this, he would see that he might be next, because there are a lot of red flags in her behavior. It seems to me, since I've been following the Miriam Shumate thing off and on for like 3 years, she has a problem with telling the truth. She seems like she has scammy behavior. She definitely would do anything for money, as it appears. I mean, that's just my personal opinion of it. And if he isn't careful, he would be next. All right? She always complains about the ex-husband, the ex-husband's family, everything, while this guy is on camera, and she's just trying to use this guy on camera to make more money, to get more views, although she's not, let me just say, the best YouTuber in the world or want to put any effort into the platform. But that's what she's trying to do. And most of these ladies, I've always noticed, when they go out here and they get these quote unquote Caucasian guys, none of them are really doing very well. They're just regular guys, nothing wrong with that. But you know, they know that if they can come on the YouTube and put them onto the platform, it will get a lot of views, because a lot of women want to see black women with white men. Here's a skinny on this. If you're a bad person, if you're not a good person, it doesn't matter what color the person is. White, red, orange, blue. All right? If you're a bad person, guess what? You're just a bad person. And you're going to destroy not only the life of yourself, but also your mate, regardless of race or ethnicity. And it's one thing to be able to get a white person or a black person. It's another thing to be able to keep them. And the reality is that if you're a low quality person, low quality people get dumped. They have problems throughout their life. And nobody, and I'm going to be honest and say this, no man, regardless of color, wants to deal with a woman who's unaccountable. And I'm going to tell you, you're unaccountable and you have children from somebody else, you would even need to be that much more competitive, right? But in the case of Miriam Shumate, seems like she has a tough road ahead. Again, there are a lot of negative things about this lady and lady's behavior that I feel like any man dating her would do very well to avoid her. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shate Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Fair Use. I'm out.